Okay, fifth grade, let's look at dividing fractions. Here we have a fraction and we have a whole number. Now dividing and multiplying fractions is way easier than adding and subtracting them. So our first step is to take our whole number, right? And we're gonna take it and just turn it into a fraction. The easiest way to turn any whole number into a fraction is just put it over 1. That's all we gotta do is put it over 1. Because we have 2 over 1, that still makes 2 wholes, right? So any whole number you need to turn into a fraction, just put your line, put it over 1, okay? So I'm gonna erase it and make it a little bit better looking for our next part. So any whole numbers turn into a fraction. It's simple, just put it over 1, okay? Now the next part is where things get a little bit crazy. So there's 2 steps to really dividing a fraction. First step is to take the second number, the number that you're dividing, right? The number that you're dividing by. You're gonna take this one and you're gonna flip it upside down. Whatever this second number is, you flip it upside down. So the numerator becomes the denominator becomes the numerator. So I'm gonna flip it. Instead of 2 over 1, I'm gonna have 1/2. So all you do is flip it. So the first step is to flip. Next step is kind of weird also. You're gonna multiply. First step is to flip, next step is to multiply. So instead of having a division sign, you're gonna take it and turn it into a multiplication sign. And then you'll be able to solve your division problem. I know it's trippy and kind of crazy, but this is how you do it. So 3 times 1 is 3. Now remember, with multiplying, you don't have to change the numerators to denominators. You can just multiply straight across. 4 times 2 is 8. So my answer to my original problem, 3/4 divided by 2 is equal to 3/8. Now you can pause the video, go back, rewind, take as much time as you need. Let's look at another one. Okay, so now I'm starting with a whole number and I'm dividing it by a fraction. So anytime we're working with this, we just turn our whole numbers into a fraction. And all we do is just put it over 1, okay? So I'm just gonna erase it, make it a little bit neater. Any whole number can be turned into a fraction by drawing a line and putting it over 1. Doesn't matter what whole number it is. 6 over 1, all right? So in order to divide, the first thing we're gonna do is flip the divisor, or the second number. So we're gonna flip our second number this time is 1/2. So we're just gonna flip it. The numerator's gonna become the denominator, the denominator's gonna become the numerator. So now I'm gonna have 2 on top, 1 on bottom. Second step is to multiply instead of divide. So I'm gonna erase my divisor and I'm gonna multiply. All right, now I'm ready to solve my problem. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1. 12 over 1, which is equal to 12. And that's it. That's all you got to do for division. Let's look at one where we just have 2 fractions. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here we have 3/4 divided by 1/4. So nothing we got to change. First step, flip the divisor, which is the second number. All right, I always say flip that first just so you don't forget. So we're gonna flip it. The denominator is gonna come in numerator, numerator is gonna come in the denominator. So I'm just gonna switch 1 and 4. 4 is gonna be on top this time. 1's gonna be on bottom. All right, second step, multiply instead of divide. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4. All right, 12 over 4. Remember, fractions are technically a division problem themselves. So this is the same thing as saying 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So 3 is our answer. Hopefully this helps you out with dividing fractions.